You've got it tuned to KEXP. We're listener-powered radio at 90.3 FM in Seattle, streaming live online around the world at KEXP.org, and streaming live video today in honor of one of our favorite bands of all time being live on air with us. Welcome. It's Built to Spill. So great to have you back.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming in. Well, you've got your fingers stretched and you're toweled off, so you want to start off with a song?
Sure thing. broke a string.
Built to Spill live on KEXP. Breaking strings live on the air. That's real radio right there. Streaming live at KEXP.org and playing Capitol Hill Block Party. They've got a set tonight at 9:15. And that was a track from the new album, Untethered Moon. Hey, look, a backup guitar, a band that's prepared.
Hey, how does this level compare to my other guitar? Seem all right? Cool. I guess we'll play another song then.
It's Built to Spill live on KEXP, streaming live video at KEXP.org, and a new album for the band called Untethered Moon. Tonight they're playing at the Capitol Hill Block Party at 9:15, and we can't thank you enough for taking the time to stop by and play a set for our KEXP listeners. As I said, don't mean to embarrass you, but we're very long-time fans, and grateful to have you stop by. Thank you.
Oh, sheesh. Thanks for having us.
I don't know if you've been able to listen today, if you've been on the road, but all day long today, we have been breaking down the Beastie Boys album, Paul's Boutique, which came out in 1989, and playing every sample that we can recognize, which is over 100 songs. And there's some old classic stuff, and African Bambaataa, and we got Sly and the Family Stone, Donny Hathaway, all kinds of stuff from the Eagles to Loggins and Messina, and we're going all over the place. And it makes me wonder, you know, the Beastie Boys are basketball fans, and you're a basketball fan. Are you a fan of the Beastie Boys at all?
I like some Beastie Boys here and there.
Yeah. Do you remember when that album came out in 1989, Paul's Boutique? Did you like it, not like it, appreciate it?
You know what? It came out right when I moved to Seattle from Boise. And That wasn't really my cup of tea at the time.
I know that you DJ and you play some rare, deep reggae albums. Do you ever dig around for old soul albums and records like that?
You know what? I'm not much of a collector or a finder, but when people turn me on to some cool stuff, I play it a lot. But I don't search it out too much.
How often do you actually DJ? I always think it's fun when that pops up and I hear about that.
Well, I haven't done it in a while, but I did it for a couple years, sort of at some local places, and sometimes a little bit on tour. And I had a radio show for a couple years, in Radio Boise. Brett still has a radio show there.
So your newest album called Untethered Moon, you are surrounded by friends that you've known for a long time, which I'm sure makes it really fun to play music nearly every day. And I'm curious to know about the album. You had a little project come out a few years ago, but it's been about 6 years since the release of your last full-length Built to Spill album. And I understand you worked on this with another good friend, Sam Coombs, in Portland, Oregon. Can you tell me a little bit about sort of what was going on in the intervening years and what they had to do with Untethered Moon?
Sure. Well, we recorded most of this record in 2012 with the old rhythm section, and then just bagged it because it hadn't been going too well, and those guys quit, and got Jason and Steve in the band, and
those are guys that you've been hanging around with for a long time.
Yeah, Jay's been part of our crew for 10, 11, 12, 15, 30 years or something. And then Steve is kind of a new guy, part of our crew. So yeah, it was a real easy, natural transition to have those guys join the band. We didn't even talk much about it. They were just sort of in the band.
Steve was here when we played with the Snakes.
Oh, okay. You make it seem so effortless, but I feel like it's not the first time I've mentioned that you kind of recorded some stuff and then re-recorded it, and I'm not a musician myself, so maybe that's just a part of the process of making a record for a lot of people. But do you feel like you labor over it? Because I feel like you have such a distinctive sound, and it feels like it just, as a fan, it flows right out of you. Just turn on a switch and out comes a Built to Spill album.
Yeah, you know what? We do a lot of editing and rewriting and listening to jams and piecing things together and trying out parts of songs together and stuff. So there's a lot of and a lot of rehearsal too. So yeah, we definitely put a lot into it, and then the idea though is to make it come out sounding like we just start making it up as we go. That
is interesting because you guys do tour and play so much. I wouldn't think of you as putting in a lot of rehearsal. I would think that you would just do that on the road. So
yeah, well, for the touring stuff we don't, but for writing new songs we do a lot of rehearsing. Touring, unless we haven't been out on the road in 5 or 6 months, we can pretty much pick up where we left off.
Because you guys don't live in the same city, or kind of...
Yeah, we're in three towns right now.
All in the Northwest, though?
Yeah.
Nice.
Seattle, Boise, and Portland.
I mentioned that you worked with Sam on this record. Super talented guy, and I've seen his name all over past Built to Spill records. But is this the first time that you worked producing with him?
Yep, this is the first time he's produced us, and yeah, it was great. He was awesome. He's... we wanted to keep it stripped down and kind of punk rockish, and he was... a good person to keep us on task doing that. So if we ever thought we wanted to do some extra stuff, he'd be like, no, you leave it alone.
Cracking that whip.
Yep.
We've got Built to Spill live in the KEXP studios tonight. They play the Capitol Hill Block Party and a new album called Untethered Moon. And we are so excited to have them playing live tracks here in studio today. You can stream live video of this session at KEXP.org. And Doug is stomping on some of those pedals now. I hope that means you're getting ready to play another song. Build to Spill live on KEXP here in our studios before their show tonight at Capitol Hill Block Party, and we are so delighted to have them here. And if you've got time for one more.
Sure thing. I'm going to tune this guitar. Anyone else need their guitar tuned?
Everybody tuning. You can watch that. It's live on video at KEXP.org.
Steve, you need to tune up your toms a little bit. Please. Please just tune them up a little bit. Sounds horrible over here. Make it a time. Make it any time. Make sure that it's not the only kind. Others find. I've got a mind. I've got half a mind.
awesome. Another string down, Mr. Jim Ross guitar over there. Brett, you're the only guitar left standing. That was awesome. Thank you so much. It's Built to Spill live on KEXP. Doug, it's so great to have all of you here.
Thanks again for having us.
And look forward to seeing you tonight at the Capitol Hill Block Party, playing on the main stage at 9:15, and tomorrow up at the Commodore Ballroom in Vancouver.
Cool.
Thanks,
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Cheryl.
Kevin Suggs, always making it sound great, and you've got it tuned to KEXP Seattle. Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.